Hey everybody, it's Chance here with another episode of Pathologic. Um, Full disclosure, I have not played this game in like a month or so. Um, I created a huge backlog and then just skipped around for a bit, I guess. I just took a break. I played a lot of Fire Emblem, Genealogy of the Holy War, actually. And then I also figured out that I was going to start playing Immortality, which I believe the first episode has already come out as of Monday, which is fun. What happened last time? I genuinely don't remember. I will just go right into playing it and go from there. For you, the viewer, you're either watching them all at once or you're watching them in order, hopefully. That's what one would hope. I actually have no idea how this stuff works. But I did want to bring to light, as of recording this, the most up-to-date Ice Pick Lodge update on the game, which has some of my favorite lines in it. During development, we considered all sorts of possibilities. There was spinning Dankovsky around on a special carousel. There was launching Dankovsky on an enormous swing. This is under the killing the Shabnak section, which after last round, which we killed the Shabnak a lot, there's this whole thing is an interesting thing about the difficulty of the game and everything. So we're partway through the game, so I don't know what that looks like, and I don't have any room to talk because I already messed up once. I already messed up once because I didn't understand how to play the game. I do think that also was not. But I don't know if that was by design or not, or if it's just an unintentional toggling. It's hard to know. This game is made by a relatively small studio. You gotta remember that. And I'm still enjoying myself with it as a whole. So we'll see what happens. Again, we're not even halfway through. We haven't even met Agalia yet. And I don't understand where Agalia even is. It does seem from that update, though, that the end of the game does get more difficult, due to, the amalgam part, but, I don't know what that means, so it means nothing to me. But, could you guys imagine launching Dankovsky on an enormous swing? Spinning Dankovsky around on a special carousel. I'm just imagining it. Imagine. I would have loved to be on the dev team being like, what the fuck do we do with this guy? I don't know. Put him on a special carousel? That's kind of... There's that one book. It's The Witching Hour? No. I think it's... I forget. I read it in middle school, where it was that carousel that, does stuff. An evil carousel in a town. Somewhere Wicked This Way Comes, something like that. It was named after that. Something Wicked This Way Comes, something like that, I think. Anyway, so, imagine Dankovsky on that, I guess. I don't know what to do with the enormous swing, though. I don't know how. I don't. It could have been just the funniest suggestion on their list of suggestions while they were fucking around, but it is very funny. So anyway, let's get into it and remember what the hell I'm doing. Okay. Alright, we invited the kid. Sent the Schmouder inventor to the Stillwater under supervision. We're trying to get a bull. Oh yeah, because everyone was mobbing because, Little? Yeah, Little, Yakov Little. probably don't want to go to Big Vlad, but also stealing one isn't a good idea. I gotta find Artemi, I think. I think that would help me more. But I don't think he had anything to say here. And then there's something else happening over here. We got some... And I think... He's the only one. I got him wrong last time because I think I said acute bronchopathy or something. That was wrong. So I'm trying influenza this time. Looks like the shelter is expanding. Are you the town hall doctor? We're running out of food. We got a crust of bread with our soup yesterday, but today, not even that much. Does the town really have no provisions to spare for the shelter? People are starving. Of course that's not enough. I had them allocate some for the House of the Living a few days ago. Isn't that enough? We're grateful that you helped us to hold out for a couple of days. Everyone here, including myself, has been spared starvation thanks to you. But still, there's very little left. We're all out of bread. Is that why you're here, to check out what the shelter did with the aid it got? I'm looking for someone called Crowfoot. I presume that's you. I spoke with Catchfly and she asked me to see you. Ah, my dear Catchfly. I see you're not the first one she sent, but I told her time and time again I'm not coming back. But she still can't let it go. She's living in the past. Could you tell me about those schmouters of yours? I'd like to hear your side of the story. We were just kids when the first outbreak hit. I was only 5 years ago, but it felt like 20. The schmouters were the first game we invented. We made it all up. We were young and naive. Did anyone actually recover from the plague thanks to your schmouters? We played at being miracle workers, and our homemade medicines did help some people. A child's faith, you know. Somebody be so strong it bends the world, changes it. We wanted so badly to believe that we were beating back death. But then you stopped believing. Why? The schmouters saved at least 2 lives, mine and Catchfly's. Our game of medicine helped us survive the first outbreak. But when the plague returned, I knew we couldn't carry on playing the same game forever. To live, one must grow and change. But Catchfly doesn't want to. That's right. She wants the good old days back. To her, schmouters were more than just a game, more than medicine. They're a memory, a symbol. I asked her to come with me. I told her we'd do more good here in the shelter, but she won't listen. She's too stubborn. You did the right thing. I don't think there's any right or wrong here. We're just different. Whether they helped or not, schmouters were our miracle. But now I'm searching for a new one, and Catchfly is trying to hold on to something that used to matter a lot to us. I wish I could be like her, but I just can't. So you're not going back to Catchfly? No, I come by sometimes. We talk, reminisce about the good old days, or just fool around. But there's always this, I don't know what to call it, this gap of faith between us. We want different things. What is it that you want? Like I said, I want to help. I liked being a kid. I loved miracles. Growing up is hard and painful, but it's necessary. Adult life has no miracles, but there are many other things worth living for. Like what? You're gonna laugh if I tell you. You think me naive already. I'm trying to defeat death, believe me. I'm no stranger to naivete. There is also something else here. He might be upstairs, actually. I'm all crazy.
And the rain. The goddamn rain. Does it ever end? Pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring.
You. I didn't expect to see you here. Why have you come? I've come for you. The theater is now housing the hospital, and we're in need of doctors. This accursed town has fewer qualified doctors than it has stairways to heaven. I'm not a doctor anymore. I don't know who I am. What am I? What's happened? How did you end up here? I've visited the Kinds. I've confessed everything, turned my very soul inside out for them, and I told them I was ready to face punishment, any kind of punishment. You know what they've done? Seeing as you're here now, they've done nothing. They've let me go. Oh, so that's what you're all unhappy about. You've been stripped of your chance to suffer. They are truly wicked, these Kinds, aren't they? I have been shown my proper place. They believe I'm not even worthy of their punishment. There's nothing more humiliating than the pity of the powerful. I want to be a little hard on him a little bit. So you've come to the shelter to live out the last of your days. Should I remind you there's a plague in town, and you're still a doctor, and you've got duties. You've given the oath. Let me be, Dankovsky. Just leave me alone. Let me disappear. If you change your mind, you know where to find me. Now it's up to him to decide, okay. Oh, I could just buy one. Okay. Got a new decree. Alright, bye, Ribbon. Okay, so where am I? It's infected. What should I do next? Okay, now that I've talked to her, I could go down to... just to close that off. Two! Okay. Good to know. Let's... what am I... do not remember how to play this game at all. Okay. Leave me alone!
The garden of steppe legends. Myth. Fiction.
How do I get out of here? I'm doing a shit job, guys. Don't worry. How do I leave? I'm just being very bad at video games. I, had this down to a science last time, but because it's been a month, I just don't remember. You can do it. Thank you, video game.
You're too high strung.
Where's Crowfoot? You promised you'd talk to him. I did talk to him, but nothing came of it. Crowfoot won't come back. Fine! I don't need him. I'll cure everyone without his stupid faith. I doubt it's a matter of faith. Crowfoot grew up, that's all. He can't! He promised we'd be kids forever. He promised not to let me go, and now he did. Fine. He can grow as old as much as he wants, but I don't want to. He didn't let you go. He let his past go. There's a difference. But why? Why let go of things that make you happy? You need to hold on to them to dear life. Schmauder's got us respect. Every kid in town knew that we chased away the pest with them. You could apply your talents elsewhere. I suspect you're no ordinary child. I saw your lab on the floor above. Master Burak had equipment like that. You make potions too. No, I specialize in a different field. For these studies, I need special equipment. Are you sure you're a doctor? Doctors use potions and powders. Doctors listen to nature and knows recipes. I'm a different kind of doctor, and my studies are better than any potion or powder, but their effect isn't immediately obvious. Not everyone can see it. I know recipes. My mom taught me. And Master Burak. I could write them down for you so you could make potions. We could share knowledge like real doctors. Very well, colleague. I'll consider your offer. I like the sound. What is it? Is it just these three things? Yes. Alright, we filled that. Nice. What do I have? Yeah, that's Shabnak end of day. Now Schmauder Girl is assigned to command, and will create in warmth, satiety, and without daily danger to infection. Okay. Metadorm, herbal mixture, and morphine. Perfect. Yeah, and she can just make stuff. Oh, right, yeah, let me... Recipes... Ooh. So close that off. So I gotta deal with this train monster stuff. I gotta talk to this person. I also have to buy a bowl that's gonna be insanely expensive. Let me just double check. What do we have here? Yeah, I'm gonna make my next steps depending on me annihilating Shabnak. Yeah, there's always a spike. There is always a spike. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like this one's just a good one, but like very specifically the Rat Prophet told me not to do this, and I know the Rat Prophet doesn't always have our best interests in mind. However, I feel like the Rat Prophet could really fuck us over is also the problem. Severely reduces contagion, but the unrest skip is huge. I could honestly justify the little up if I defeat the Shabnak. Curfew always makes them happy. Oh yeah, but since we didn't get all of them right, we don't have the thing. So let's make that decision a little bit later.
It was quiet in Donatica.
All right. Yeah, I mean, regardless, we gotta be on the east side of town, so. I mean, there's going to be more than just one place. It's not going to be straightforward. We'll do one thing at a time. Oh, bull. I like how it's just like canon. Like, yeah, Artemi Burak, he'll get a bull no matter what. He hangs out with the bull. Oh, Victor's at the pub. Oh, Vlad's at the pub. Anna's at the pub. Everyone's at the pub.
If you want a house of cards to stand, you'll have to breathe softer.
The perfect shape. A circle. In the center, the small circle of a park. From it, boulevards radiate in all directions. They split life into sectors, and life spreads outwards, like ripples on water. Is this how you want the town to be, or are these just general musings? Everything should be different. Absolutely everything. A garden city could have stood here. Have you heard of such a thing? It's a protest against industrial expansion. The idea that a city should be designed in a way that is pleasant to walk along its boulevards and pleasant to look at the windows, with its wide streets and sensible appropriate decor. So it's nothing like we are. The kinds don't need a pleasant town. They need a complex town, one that creates daily obstacles for the body and soul. And ordinary people, they especially don't need a pleasant town. They live as they live, and build as they build, and they hate it when you try to interfere in these natural constrances. An enlightened mind is not enough for change, it also takes will. People are frightened. I was afraid to plow through the town to break down houses and tear up streets. After all, that'd be a sure way to quarrel with the kinds and frighten people up by bringing change. I try to improve life gradually, drop by drop. Drop by drop. Why are you speaking in the past tense? There is still time. The Inquisitor is coming. Did you know? Oh, right, this is day 6. Everyone's aware that there's the Inquisitor coming and just is, like, reacting. The last thing we need is an Inquisitor. You know, I've never encountered the Inquisition, but I've always been fascinated by them. They say they see decisions as they were drawn in the air with a T-square ruler. I believe that his judgment will be just, and that all the guilty will receive their due. Maybe then this whole disjointed life will finally straighten itself out. Trusting a government emissary is the last thing one should do. Because he knows what's happening, you know? Whoops.
The crazed mob believes that Simon was reborn as Clara. Madmen. They were hounding her only yesterday.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. Enter the Inquisitor. The Inquisitor, you say? I'm not afraid of her. I don't want you to think that I am. I'm not afraid of her, so that's one thing. And 2, I'm not afraid of her at all. All I'm saying is that fear has nothing to do with it. She's not coming as an Inquisitor, but as a sister. She is not coming to see them, she is coming to see us. And here we have a conflict of interests. If the Inquisition was of any use in the first place. Who is her? Tomorrow, Agalia Lilich, an Inquisitor, is coming to the town. Who is she? Inquisitors are trained to solve unsolvable problems. The almighty powers that be send them whenever a situation calls for a non-linear solution. But unsolvable problems are seldom solved without bloodshed. She'll leave no stone unturned. Whatever we've nurtured she'll uproot. Whatever we've grown she'll drown. Whatever we've hidden she'll drag out into the light. I am somewhat familiar with the Inquisition's methods. Had it been a different Inquisitor, I would have said that they were trying to solve the plague. They were coming to solve the plague, to find the formula of salvation, a task which both you and we have failed. But that is not the reason Agalia Lilich is coming. Then what is? To destroy Simon and Nina's work, I suppose. A statement like that calls for an explanation. Agalia Lilich is Nina's sister. Maria believes that Galia is driven by envy, by her all-or-nothing approach, with a rational twist. Nina was life itself in all its vicious glory. She had so much life inside her that there was none left for Galia. She's a walking formula, and formulas don't like it when the rules are broken. Only if someone comes up with a superior formula. You can't build a new world by relying on intuition alone. You should always combine calculations and scholarship with visionary, daring ideas. The polyhedron would have never floated in the sky if we hadn't doubled the force of gravity. If we hadn't doubted the force of gravity. Thanatica is based on the same ideals. I doubt death's inevitability, but I still take microbiology seriously. Algalia can't stand the very concept. Does she envy Nina? I don't think so. I think she just despises anyone who dares to challenge their own doom. She will arrive tomorrow, and she'll do everything in her power to screw up both of our lives. Come on, let's have a drink. Sure. Normal swing, not giant swing. Nasty rumors circulated about this highly unpleasant woman. Either she's killed someone, or she stole some children. I only heard it all in passing, though. This town seems to be a refuge for dozens of people who wish to disappear off the face of the earth.
Ugh! The feeling of dried soil under my fingernails.
What do you want? Don't touch me. I said don't touch me. Easy. I have no intention of touching you. I just want to talk. Then take a step back and keep your hands where I can see them. There's a rumor in town that children have gone missing in the hindquarters. Perhaps you may have heard of it. Who are you anyway? A journalist or something? Dankovsky, Bachelor of Medicine. Pleased to meet you. Step away with you, you damn Bachelor of Medicine. Barging into a pub like that will certainly immediately pestering me. Do you at least have candy on you, or should I be worried? What does candy have to do with this? You don't know the Candy song? Do you live under a rock? Who is in the pub? It's the Bachelor Man. The Bachelor Man with a candy in his hand. Candy is a hand, green, yellow, and red. The town's tumbling down, and soon will be dead. I don't know that song, but I know a different one. About a performer from a traveling circus who kidnaps children. Would you like me to sing it? Ugh, you're boring and you don't even have any candy. Only a few days ago, kids were out playing and now they've disappeared. Your neighbors are very worried. I've been asked to find out what happened. And what does that have anything to do with me? Am I the chief of child supervision now? You know exactly why I'm asking you specifically. Word is that you kidnap children and you're involved with some sinister gang. There are plenty of rumors about you too. What? Are you surprised? I didn't recognize you at first, but you're that doctor from the capital they put in charge of fighting the sand pest. You're also an opium addict and a tyrant, a man whose issues decrees to burn down houses, who withholds bodies from mourning relatives, who snatches healthy people from off the streets for your experiments. I had no idea I was so popular. So you understand that some rumors are nothing but lies. No, they aren't. Exaggerations, perhaps, but not lies. Which is why I find it so curious I'm so curious that wherever you are, children go missing. Well, I had this stint with a traveling circus. I was a gymnast and a barker. And there were some children who performed with us, yes. And maybe some of them started off in the audience. And maybe some of them never went home afterwards. It did happen, but that was a long time ago. I said something. I suppose a lumberjack hangs up his axe one day, and then years later a tree falls in the forest. Surely you wouldn't go saying that it was because of the lumberjack swinging his axe around in his past life, would you? You were seen in a playground in the hindquarters yesterday, talking to the missing children. That was the last time anyone saw them. No, I wasn't talking to them. I was yelling at them. All their noise was giving me a hellish headache, so I told them to go play somewhere else. Besides, I couldn't have kidnapped them even if I wanted to. Have you seen those nasty little urchins? I wouldn't touch one with a tightrope walker's pole. It's disgusting. So you asked them to leave. Did you send them toward a specific place? Yeah, I told them to go to hell. Feel free to look for them there. I thought they got a point. I got the point and left, but I woke up this morning to the sound of creaking swings and children's laughing. Again. So here I am, because there's at least no kids running around inside a pub. Wait, you saw children this morning? No, I heard them. Like I said, I couldn't bear listening to that awful swing creak again, so I said screw it and I came here. The only place in this town with the little rats can't scurry into. They'll get away with anything they want at this point. Even their own parents walk on eggshells around them. I'm going to go and check. Don't go anywhere. Disinfection. Use corpse lamps to disinfect public areas. Angel. One of these is Aspity. Okay. Let's just do it just because we're on this one. We have all the time in the world, you know? iPad. My best friend. Best character in the game.
As if things are animated.
Oh, hey, Murky.
I didn't do it. Don't look at me like that.
Did you get kicked out too? Fantastic, you're here. Where are the others? The others? I'm all here alone. Sticky, Shrew, and another girl. I can't remember her name. Oh, Jaybird. I don't play with them. Sticky kicked me out of their hideout. Said I was peeking, but I wasn't. Do you want me to speak with him? Tell me where Sticky is and I'll go right away and tell him you weren't peeking. I can't tell you. Bear says a hideout everyone knows about isn't a hideout anymore. So what are you hiding from in there anyway? From trouble, from sickness, from bad people, and that's why you can't go there. Are you... To the best of my knowledge, I'm neither trouble nor a sickness nor a bad person. So why aren't I allowed in your hideout? I don't know what you are. You might be bad. Maybe you're a, what do you call it, a bokoldoi, walking around wearing a grown-up skin like a coat. How would I know? Is there any way to check if I'm a bokoldoi? Tell me a story. A fairy story. Bear says good people tell good stories, and bokoldoi don't know any stories, because it's got no heart. Fine. A fairy story it is. Any special requests? 3 days ago you listened to a hazelnut and started telling a story and never finished it. That wasn't fair. Bear says stopping a story halfway through is a dastardly thing to do. Only Bokoldoi would do that, and a good person always tells a story all the way through to its happy ending. Ah, yes, I remember that. It was about Lilith and Quirky, wasn't it? Yes! I want to know what happened to Lilith and Quirky. Tell me or you're a Bokoldoi. Alright. let's go. Lilith and Quirky, you say? Once upon a time, in an old town in the steppe, there lived a sister and a brother, Lilith and Quirky. And they had two friends whose names were Wayward and Zippy. Yes, exactly. Thank you, little girl. Well, one day, a shaman named Bavai came into town. People gathered in the town square, and the shaman Bavai showed him his tricks. Exactly. He showed them his magical moving tattoos. Black skulls clacked their teeth on his chest. Snakes slithered around on his skin. But from his shoulders to his neck, and all round his head, and black bulls gazed on his hairy back. But that wasn't all. As Quirky looked closer at the tattoo on the shaman's chest, he saw that it was Quirky. Yes, precisely. On his chest, Quirky saw a tattoo of a boy walking through the desert, walking toward two figures. They were his mom and dad. Well, later that night, Lilith and Quirky were sleeping in their hideout. A quiet sound woke Lilith up. She looked over at Quirky, and even though it was dark, she could see a tattooed black snakes crawling around in his neck. Frightened, Lilith took Quirky to some water to wash the snake off, but a snake bit her. Yes, the tattoos wouldn't come off, and one of them crept over to her palm. Then Quirky hit his sister and disappeared into the water, as though she had been dissolved in it. Lilith didn't know who to turn to. The town only had one doctor, an incredibly handsome fellow named... This is very silly. Mikhail Mayakovsky. The very one. There's a lot to say about him, but the most important thing is you should know that he's a good person, and definitely not a Bokoldoi. And the dashing doctor examined his magical tattoo on Lilith's palm, shook his head gloomily, and clicked his tongue like this, tisk tisk, which usually doesn't bode any well. I hate it when someone goes, tisk tisk. Yeah, me too. But the doctor told her that the shaman, Bavai, had infected Quirky with a terrible sickness, the sickness of remembering and missing your loved ones. He'd done that to lure Quirky out of the highland and snatch him. Now Quirky was walking through the steppe right into Bavai's giant bare paws, so in order to save him, Lilith had to challenge the shaman to an honorable sword fight. No, that's something from a different story. Our shaman was actually a Bokoldoi, so fighting with a sword would be completely useless. In order to find Quirky, Lilith had to let tattoos cover her whole body, and that hurt a lot. So to make the tattoos grow faster, the great god gave her a bottle of ink. And not bad. Yes, Lilith drank the ink, and moving tattoos covered her entire body. A map of the steppe appeared on her stomach, and Lilith set off on a journey to find Quirky. She walked through the steppe for a whole day, a whole month. Yes, she's walked through the steppe for a whole month, until all of a sudden, tattooed footprints began to appear on her skin. The tattoos seemed to run around her body. They were the footprints of children. Yes, indeed, and the invisible child's footsteps came out of her body and walked on through the steppe on their own. Lilith followed the steps which led her to Bavai's lair. She went inside, and as soon as her eyes got used to the gloom, she saw Quirky. Exactly, the paman had made Quirky his servant. The boy was sitting on the ground, trying to make a clock out of his pair of cogwheels, and the shaman was feeding on his misery. And only Lilith could defeat the paman because she had a gun! Right, I don't think you're listening to me. Alright, I don't think you're listening to me. She didn't have any weapons, other than her sharp mind, of course. Your shirt's boring. Why can't she have a gun? There's no pleasing you, is there? Alright, if you want a gun, then a gun it is. She drew her revolver, fired from the hip, and 200 bullets in the shaman's chest, never missing once. That's the coolest story in the world. I like Lilith. I want to be like her. I need a gun. Trust me, you don't need a gun. Everyone needs a gun. That's what Sticky says. I gotta tell him the story right away. And that'll let me play with everyone again. The hideout's really close by. It's on the riverbank. That means it's not far from here. I'm going to have a go and have a look. Hope your friends are still there. Fantastic. Fantastic. Now I need to push this swing.
The town dribbles.
Well, yeah, it's Artemi's hideout. Come on, game, you can do it. The thing is the best part about this is that this works out incredibly well for me. Because, I want to talk to Artemi about the bull stuff. And if he's here, which he's probably not, but if he is, then that'll make my life easier. I don't remember if he was at the, I don't remember whether he was at the theater or not. Was it not what I thought? There we go. So that's where they disappeared to. All the children are accounted for, far from the rebel's knife and the plague-ridden embrace of the infected.
Do not refashion that which has grown well.
You. How did you know we'd be? No one ever comes back here. Tell me, Shun, have you ever heard the story of a rat catcher of Hamelin? No, who's that? You. I see you don't trust me, physician. It's this concept you might have heard of. It doesn't matter if I trust you. You're wrong. You're a man of substance in this town, and they listen to you. You understand the cost of the Charlagatal. I did what I had to, like I always do. The children needed saving, so I saved them. You're jailed or hanged, you'll hardly be able to save the children. Tough to protect them from a cellar or grave. Have you thought of that? That's why I want you on my side, Shen. When the time comes, you can support me. You know I haven't kidnapped these children. Fine, I promise. Thanks, physician. They're looking for the children, though. If I were you, I'd tell them in town that they're fine. You haven't kidnapped them after all. You have a point there. Sticky, go visit the Sabarovs in the Ron. Tell them I haven't eaten you.
Snips and snails and puppy dog tails.
Aye, sir?
Yargachin. Still self-taught.
Lost something, Shen. There's a bull wandering around here. Do you know whose its owner is? I do, it's me. People say bulls don't get the sand pest. Do you reckon that's true? It is. People do say that. My assistant, Yakov Levold, believes that the bovine resistance to the sand pest might help us invent an effective vaccine for humans. And you need my bull. I need any bull, but yours will do just fine. What could it be? Bulls are teeming with parasites. Their bodies are used to living with them and have built up some defenses. So, maybe that's translated into protection against the sand plague, I guess. Congratulations, Shen, you'll be researching healing worms. It's an interesting hypothesis, and it does explain the phenomenon of resistance in the old shepherds. Good luck with the parasites, Shen, but I'm not giving you my bull. You'll have to keep looking. But why, Barak? Well, if anyone understands the importance of this experiment, it's you. Or do you think it'll fail? You don't need me to answer that question, Emshen. Trust me. You don't. I shudder the thought of reasonable possible reasons. Alright, fare you well. Keep tending to your bull until the town dies from the plague. Okay, so you can't help us get a bull and you're not giving us your bull. And he disappeared. Well, that makes sense to me. He's not going to just give away the bull like that. Okay, so here lives a patient who supposedly recovered from the sand pest. What are these sounds? They're awful. Hello? Ooh, do I need to break anything? Am I good amalgam-wise right now? Let's break it, yeah.
Once Dankovsky. Now 1,000
Oh, that's
fragments of
locked.
Dankovsky.
Okay, well... Oh, this is the wrong house. Okay, they just tricked me. Though I am still hearing, like, the worst sounds I've ever heard, so I actually don't know. Oh, hi? For the 47th time, go away. Leave me alone, damn you.
It wasn't me. Don't glare at me like that.
Tell him to come out. Tell him to open the door. Clara, what are you doing here? I guess you always show up when another life's falling apart. Oh, you're here, Doctor. Getting in my way once again. That man behind the door is not human. He is mine, you understand? Go away. What are you both talking about? I live in this house alone. It's just me and no one else. I had a housemate, but he died of the plague 3 days ago. It was you who asked me to take a look at him. You found me in the hospital and told me that Yakub recovered. You are driving me crazy. I never asked for no such favors. I did not go anywhere. I did not go nowhere. I have no idea who you are, mate. Get out of my house. How do you explain the sounds? Where did they come from if no one else is in the house? Do you not hear? Go away, Doctor. Leave before it's too late. Everything in here is fake. Do you crave more illusions? Go see Shabnak. She misses you, poor girl. Right now you're getting in my way. I'll manage on my own. Manage? What's going on here? Man went to the Blackwood. Man came back. This is bad. That wood is a root of another world. I alone can heal, but the Blackwood claims men and gobbles up their souls, together with the plague, pulls them inside its maw. We must uproot it. This is why I came. I am a changeling. I can deal with shoots of another world. You cannot. There's nothing for you to do, Doctor. As you wish. I inspected this house already. No one's home. If you want to play a clear saying, I won't get in the way. Well, I guess I'll leave. It was too good to be true. The young Earl Wilkomitsky sits in a twine den. Where is this one of inquisitors? Alright, let's see if we got it right for the, yeah. Well, no, there's still more to be done. There's still more to be done. I do want to get that bull, though. So let's... Alright, let's go down here. We have time, yeah, and then I can always reevaluate and go back if need be. Yeah, going to Big Vlad is a good option later, but not now. Aklam Hakamer, Tomo Bulu, what are you doing here? Go away. I think there was an adult shepherd here before. Are you his son? I am his Kurodoki Cuban. He took me out of the goodness of his heart, and my mother too. I was supposed to hurrah from him, Shen, but now I must hurrah from the steppe. I'm sorry for your loss. The Takal grabbed him by the throat. It's dragging him into the ground. Now I take his place, Shen. Now I am him. Can you tell me what exactly he's sick with? The sandpest? Uneoption. Yes, that's what they said. I haven't seen it with my own eyes, or I'd be sick too. I really need a bull. Would you be willing to sell or trade one for something useful? There aren't many bulls up now left, Shen. Takal eats people, and people eat bulls. The kin don't know who'll get eaten faster. Selling is forbidden. Maybe you can tell me where else I could get a bull. Everyone's looking. Everyone wants one. Now there's a Mongoose out there, a beast. It roars where the townsfolk bury their iron wagons. The Magas dragged off 3 bulls in one night. How many will it take tomorrow? We don't have enough bulls. I won't sell. Some beast is stealing bulls in the steppe. And it howls so loud it makes your heart leap out of your mouth, and the dead wagons groan back at it. Do you know where they are? You have to go along the iron road. Do you have a boo? A spitfire from the town like the one the bandits go bang? You could make a bang at the Magas. It's scary sleeping with the bulls out there, or out here. Maybe I will check it out. Wild animal attacks is the last thing we need right now. Hills in the town grow fewer each day. No one wants to part with their herd. Well... Why do I have to go so long about? Like, it's just a short walk from here, Dankovsky. Oh, he's so annoying. Anyway, anyway. I don't understand why he does the loop-de-loop around there, but none of my business, I suppose. Okay. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Just take a look, and immediately back. I have a revolver, and it's stronger than any local evil, beast, or human. There is nothing I should fear. Well, I think there's a lot you should fear, Dankovsky, but that's none of my business.
Vibrant. Everything's so vibrant.
Terrible soundscapes. Okay. Is this where I'm supposed to be, or...? So I know this is where the albinos were, and they had their own. Can't go past there, okay.
I could use some quiet. It was quiet in Connecticut.
Where am I supposed to... Ooh.
Every creak, like a gunshot.
The sound's getting louder, but I'm not sure if that's...
As if things are animated.
Sounds louder now. Ooh, stuff. Well, this sound's getting quieter.
The town dribbles.
Where am I supposed to be going? This is where I started. I must be missing something. I can loot it from all the way over here. Wow, talented. Dankovsky, you're so talented. Can I jump? Oh, no, I don't think I can. Okay.
You're too high strung.
Back where I started, okay. Over here, maybe? I haven't explored over here.
Boiling, cracking, screeching. Living. Forgot that there's so much of the world.
Okay, it's the loudest over here.
Tired of this noise.
Probably missing something.
I'd rather not hear this. Misophonia, Dankovsky. Never alone. Things everywhere.
Did I go too far, maybe? Like... Yeah, this might be something I need to... Getting stuck on the geometry. Let me out, please. Okay, please. Come on. Dankovsky, please. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, let's at least go home to at least see if we cured that guy or not. Probably, I hope so. Like, I was in between two and... Okay.
You're too high strung.
Alright, let's see if we failed or if we succeeded. Yay! Alright, cool. So now everything's right. I got Protocol 6. Oh, hey, Ava. Alright. Oh, I still can't do Protocol 5 for some reason. I can do Protocol 6. Okay, that's gonna increase that, but I do want to do it. Okay. So, I do still want to get that bull, but I think I'm just going to have to redo that. Okay, let's just redo it. Okay, so we did everything right here. Good. Okay. Okay. Then I think I'm full on the... Oh, let's read the... Well, you're a smart one, Doc. Well, really not a curse you weren't lying, turns out. I'm feeling better from your mixtures. Well, consider us square now and you're one of us. And we'll still take care of that puck face since his witchcraft doesn't work. Wanna cut? See you around. Burdock. Okay, yeah, so I think initially I did, like, some anemia, like, one of the other ones, and it turns out he had influenza. Which, in that case, honestly, it was in between those two. Alright, so now what I want to do is I need to kill Shabnak, and then I need to also deal with the bull stuff. Hey, man.
Life is hard. So hard.
Ugh, it's you. What do you need, Bachelor? Your hospital has already drained me dry. And its thirst still isn't quenched. Let's cut to the chase. I need a bowl. You think it is that simple? You come here, ask for a bull, and I just open the gates for you. The abattoir is paralyzed. Hunger is looming over the town. People are stealing every last scrap of meat or offal they can find. And you want a whole bull. And who's going to compensate me for it? I will, with the emergency command resources. A bull is essential for plague research, which means we need to spare no expenses. Minus 50 fuel, minus 50 equipment. Fine. The bull will be delivered to you. Nice and proper. Soon. Don't worry about a thing. Just go about your business. I'll arrange everything. Thank you. For what it's worth, it's a pleasure doing business with you. No one else will let me do this, so no one else will do this for me, so you know what? Okay, and then we got that. Alright, so I did that part at least. Alright, let's... You know what? Let's run around. We got shit to do. I have, the heart of a plague... Oh.
How can I explain this?
There's no bowl near the still water. Must ask the household. Oh, there it is.
Neither snow, nor pain, nor heat, nor gloom of night.
Are you out of your minds? What did you drag an animal into the doctor's house for? It's already trying to eat the wallpaper. The Boos told us to bring the bull to the still water. Why worry so? We got orders, we bide he baby. And Hazi Kyan Sog Zukerheb. The master's joking. Well, Ogomiski does have a sense of humor, peculiar as it may be. The bull breathed out coming in, but now it breathed in like bellows. There's no way you can move him now, Kirki. Trust me, Erdam. I've been pushing bulls through gates my whole life. Bid der shell ekebiheb. Bull likes it in here. Kuteki kun, so he is not leaving. Yell at him and lash at him all you want. Better not lash at him. The bull chooses where it wants to be. No one can command it, not even the Boos. This is so absurd, I'm not even mad at you. My apologies, Doctor. It's my fault. I looked away for a moment and then they pushed it through the door. I have no idea what to do now. Do nothing. Let's keep it. It's funny, actually. Someone comes on command business and runs into a bull. Are you sure? Am I sure? Of course I'm not. There's a bull in my house. Yeah, this is awkward. I'm really sorry. I brought the shot, though. The plague samples for administering to the soft subject. I hope the bull will be complacent and won't kick me hard in the ribs. That would be a truly heroic death for a doctor in a plague-ridden town. Cool. Alright, let's analyze it.
Words are boring. All that is interesting is written between the lines.
What a lovely bull. Look, it has long eyelashes. You like it? I was worried I'd have to explain the bull in the room. He is wonderful. Wonders do not require an explanation. A long time ago, I dreamed of becoming an herb bride and dancing for all of us, but for the languishing eyes of the bull. This never materialized, but the bull will watch me with languor here. That would have been beautiful. I wonder what kind of herbs would have grown under your feet. The ordinary kind, I suppose. I'm ordinary too, not a wise woman nor a mistress. It's not a bad thing. Clever people like you get caught in their quest for the unusual. I believe you can see beauty and intrigue in the ordinary if you care to look. You're anything but ordinary. Sometimes you say these nice things, and I feel like a dandelion blooms in my chest. The next thing I'm going to say is not nice. I infected the bull with the plague. You would be safer in a different house. I don't want you to contract the illness. Do not concern yourself with this. Not a single person has fallen ill in the still water. That would have been too easy. It's not your body that this house challenges. Well, wait. It occurred to me. What if the still water protects the bull too, and your experiment fails? Then I'll have a bull wandering through the still water. That's a result in itself. Your orderlies visit you all the time. If you wish, they could do my blood work. Would that give you peace of mind? Well, if your blood shows contagion, I'll have to invent a cure for the plague that very instant. Don't rush it. That's all. See what happens to the bull. There's plenty of space, good for the bull and for your worries. Actually, it simplifies matters. You don't have to run, and you have all the more reason to stay in the still water. I really hope we're not making a mistake. Bull in a china shop. Alright. Alright. Alright, Shabnak.
Masked actor, perhaps.
Okay, that's the wrong one. Okay, no. Okay, well, I forgot how to play the game, so give me a second, guys. Well, that was useless. Okay. Okay. How do I switch? Oh, that's how I do it. Anyway, I gotta do this anyway. Okay, so now, what do I... Okay, now where is the real one?
Every creek, like a gunshot.
That's not the right one. Okay, continue. Okay, that's the button I'm supposed to click. think you're the sister, but not the one I need. Okay, but where is the other one? Because right now, the only one interested in chasing me is her sister.
I don't believe this is real. Someone's pulling at my strings.
Oh, I did it. Okay. Cool. Awesome. We did it. Alright, let's go back home. Hell yeah. Alright. Okay.
I could use some quiet.
Okay, cool. So I dealt with the Shamrock. Yippee! Alright, now let's do our decrees and then we can do whatever I need to do next. I'm not quite sure. Okay, cool. So okay, so I do want to do that. It drops it pretty low. So now I want to focus on dropping unrest. Okay, because yeah, defeated the Shabnock, so it goes back down again. And then I've dropped the infection back down again to 0, and now I'm just focusing on depleting unrest. So that feels approved. Okay, perfect. That feels good. That feels good to me. I'm gonna drink. And that is it for this episode of Pathologic 3. We're mostly through day 6 now. Making steady progress. Nothing super crazy's occurred yet, but I mean, tomorrow is day 7, so that's when they're gonna blow the pants off of this one. It's interesting how the Dankovsky Clara. The Bachelor version route of day 6 is like not present here at all, right? Like it's something completely removed of them, like of Bachelor having to bounce around. There's also like it feels a lot different though, to be fair. So I mean, but again, the next day it's day 7 tomorrow, so that's when they're really gonna go crazy. I do hope they bring some of that back, because I did like it. But, yeah, so we'll continue on that, next time. With that, I hope you all have a great day. Bye!